Thank you, Kirstie. Just another question. If an employer or an organisation or a social setting was looking to support individuals, what sort of adjustments could they make to kind of, make it more accepting and accessible to individuals?
I think the key thing, if somebody discloses that they're autistic, is to, I suppose, ask them what they need, but also to take into consideration that it could be a number of things. So it could be environmental. It might be that actually the environment they're in isn't very conducive to an autistic workspace. So think about the lighting, think about the noise, think about just the setup. For example, at the university, if they did simple things like turn down the volume of something that beeps, or maybe not have music on all the time in the background, because that can get really overwhelming, especially if you've got people coming in and out on top of that noise. It might be about giving them a specific person they can turn to. So, for example, I have an autism mentor. If I didn't have her, I wouldn't know who to speak to or what to do. And sometimes it is just about having someone there that you can bounce ideas off, or say, this is going on, I don't know what to do about it, I don't know if I need to do anything about it, or someone said this to me and I don't quite understand what they mean. Sometimes as an autistic person, I feel like I have a lot of questions, or if things aren't clear to me, but then I worry about going back to people and asking again and again and again until I get it clarified. Whereas with my autism mentor, she's sort of apart from that, she's separate, but she can also chase things or ask questions on my behalf, or perhaps rephrase things for me. And that's really useful to have that designated person, and to have maybe sort of like a contractual agreement where you could ask them all of these things. You can contact them between these times. They are there to do X, Y, Z. They're supporting you as an autistic employee. And I think it's just about having open communication as well. It's not being afraid to ask people what autism means to them or whether things are okay. It's about recognizing the individual needs and not being afraid to say autism or autistic. Sometimes people talk around it, and it can be slightly amusing, but it can also be really frustrating. And it's about saying, you know what, for me, it's okay if you want to say the term disabled. It's okay if you want to say autistic. I don't mind. It's occasionally about the other person's discomfort, and it's useful to explore that as well.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you for that. It's really helpful to have, like you say, for people to talk and people to. I think sometimes the worry of asking questions can stop people actually making progress. So, thank you so much again for your time. That was really, really helpful.